Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the 2.1k series, trying to get to 2.1k on my Affliction Warlock. Now, we're with this Discipline Priest again, absolutely amazing guy, so obviously shout out to him, against a Resto Druid and a Hunter here, a BM Hunter. Now, it's a really bad map for me, purely for the fact that this Druid can keep running and I can't get my unstable afflictions out. I decided to play two curses here, however I kind of messed up and went with Curse of Weakness, thinking that this goddamn Hunter was melee, even though he wasn't. Decided to fear his pet off immediately, but unfortunately I get kicked. Cyclone comes out, kick that immediately, absolutely brilliant here. I've gone trying to dot both targets up just so I can get maximum amount of damage out here. Druid cleanse himself, really bad. The BM Hunter's basically used everything. I've used literally most of my damage, however I saved my Guardian of Azeroth just so I can do a little bit more. Shouldn't have gone with Guardian of Azeroth in this game, purely for the fact that you can't really hit anyone because they keep running around the pillars. I did try and eat this trap, but unfortunately my healer got trapped. I don't know what happened there. I'm trying to do big damage on both targets because as an Affliction Warlock you want to be getting your pressure out immediately. I dot up his pet, I kill it, but unfortunately he gets another pet out, couldn't get rid of that. Decide to go onto the healer because I noticed that he's low. Boxkin comes out, really nice right now. I got kicked again. Now I need to kick this Tranquility. I do it within the matter of seconds, which is good, so he didn't get that many ticks off with it. I decide to go on to both targets, Unstable Affliction both. I Death Bolt the healer to put pressure out, reapply my Agony. Now running towards this healer because he cleansed himself, so I know that he can't cast. My healer I thought was going to fear, so I go back towards the Hunter, but he didn't. So I'm putting my dots back out again. I know that the healer's trying to, survive. He's used everything. Obviously Innovate came out. So I decide, right, what's best here? I decide, you know what, go for big damage on the healer. I have my curse up, pop my curse. He cleansed himself again. I got big damage. He actually shadow mouths this just to try and put some healing on himself. Try and kick his heel, but unfortunately I couldn't get it. Now I still have kick at this matter, so it's absolutely brilliant right now. Decide to run in, stay up top, do my fear. Couldn't get it, he lined me here, so I'm just reapplying my dots. It's just a ring around the rosy game right now. Everybody is just running around and just cleansing my dots off, and I can't put any pressure on this map because they keep lining me. I managed to lock him though, so I know that immediately I need to run in and do big damage. Unstable Affliction 2 times on him, so it's big amount of damage. He's in bear form, he's popping everything to try and survive. I go onto this Hunter here because I know that while the healer's healing himself, I can immediately kill him. Faint Death comes out. Now I have both targets at really low HP, and then we managed to kill the Hunter here. Our healer I think managed to finish him off there, but if I show you the damage breakdown, man, like I did 2.1 million, they were 2.1k rated, and my healer did 1.1 million. I'm telling you, our healer is absolutely brilliant. He pushes so much damage, and it's just like having another DPS on the team. But let's jump into the next one. I have really nice games for you guys. So this game is really tough for us to win. I decided that I will go Paladin instead of the DK, purely for the fact that the DK has Relentless, he has Anti-Magic Shield, and he probably has Anti-Magic Zone. He also has Pet Stuns and Chains of Ice, so I won't be able to catch him if I tried. Hodge does come out onto our healer, but I'm taking no damage right now, so I decide to full CC onto the enemy Paladin. He jumps down away from his DK, so I decide, you know what, go on the DK immediately to try and pop damage out. My healer fears the enemy healer. Trinket comes out from the enemy healer. So I decide, you know what, do Shadow Fury here. See the corruption to get all of his pets, with the corruption on it. I notice that he cleanses himself here. So I try and run to the enemy healer to put insane amount of damage out. I tried to kick his Holy Light right now. Couldn't get it, but we still managed to win the game. Fastest game as an Affliction Warlock. It's absolutely insane. Our healer managed to do the most incredible amount of damage onto the enemy healer, and these guys were what rating? These guys were sat at 2.5k rating, and I did 813k DPS, and our healer did 604k DPS. It's literally like having 2 DPSs while having a healer on the team. Absolutely incredible. Good job, man. Right, so I'm against a priest and a fire mage here. As you see here, I say LOL because the enemy healer used pain suppression, I don't know why. I guess it was a misclick. Really, really decent here, but my priority is to go onto whatever target goes onto my healer, right? They want to be killing my healer, and I noticed that the fire mage comes out, so the main priority, go fire mage, stop the greater pyroblast. Easy. So I'm trying to do most amount of damage. I go for the kick on polymorph, but he obviously fake casts me. Pop reflect so he can't poly. Trying to dot up the healer just so he can't obviously, you know, mount up or anything. Really bad for the healer. He's literally used pain suppression. He's used his another great cooldown, and he's also used leap of faith. I don't know what he's doing, but really nice for us. Everything comes out by them, so I decide, you know what, everything's going to come out by me instead. Healer dispels this immediately, so he just negated all my damage, but it's okay. I decide to dot them both up and try and put the pressure out. I fake kick here, going on to this fire mage, fear the enemy healer, and the enemy healer decided to leave the battleground. That's right, managed to make him rage quit, and that's how we won the game. I don't know why he decided to leave the game. I guess because he used every cooldown and they weren't winning. But yeah, that was like a really easy game. They were 2.1k rated as well. I'm not really sure what happened. Like, my healer even did more damage than the 2 people on the enemy team combined. Like, what is going on, man? I don't understand. So I have a couple games to show you. Really, really nice against Armed Warrior and a Holy Paladin here. They decide to immediately put the pressure out. So I decide to put the pressure back, go on the Paladin instead, because the Armed Warrior keeps lining me. Decide to go on Stable Affliction, but he dispelled himself. Really nice. I've used nothing. I'm getting procs from my Conflict and Strife. Really, really nice. So I just said to my healer, look, I'll wait. I'll wait for them to come to me because we're not going to lose. The longer they wait is really nice for me because of dampening. Now, I'm going on to this Arms Warrior because I really like facing Arms Warrior, purely for the fact that they are very, very, very squishy. I've used my trinket. I shouldn't have, but it's okay. I go immediately onto the Arms Warrior, fearing the enemy Paladin. Reflect comes out, so I decide to swap onto the Paladin and put some dots out. I get shadow locked here. Really bad. Hodge comes out. I know that this is a lot of CDs, but I don't want to use my unending resolve right now. But then I decide, you know what, after that fear, I need to pop it or else I'm dead, because this is a lot of damage. So I'm playing this bad right now. I need to get control. If I don't get control, we lose. Sack comes out, which is actually decent. I go back onto the warrior. He has reflect up again. Healer used everything right now. He still has his trinket though. Avenging Wrath has been used. He's got his wings out. Decide to go on the enemy healer to try and force his major cooldowns. I am going to die here. I don't know what to do, so I'm trying to, you know, get the maximum amount of pressure out. I kicked his heel, and now I'm just sat in a full Stormbolt. But the healer's jumped down, so I can in fact kill this warrior. He notices that I want to go on him, so he runs back towards his healer. Nothing I can do apart from put pressure out, so I dark glare, fake kick here, so I do unstable affliction, go for a full fear to set it up, manage to get it, absolutely brilliant, trying to drain life him down. Healer gets out of that fear though. Healer's really, really low, and he just dies. I managed to still have my dots on him, but our healer, as I'm aware, I think he just did 2-stack Crucible of Flame and managed to get the enemy healer down. Like, this healer is really nice playing like Crucible of Flame for that maximum amount of damage, and literally, he did 997k damage, I did 1.7 million, and the warrior did 1.2 million. He nearly did as much as the warrior, man. Literally, I'm telling you, it's like having 2 DPSs in arena with extra healing. And they were nearly 2.1k, same rating as us. Right, let's jump into the final game of today. Okay, so for the final game of today, we're against a Disc Priest and a Frost Mage. I decided to put the Gateway out immediately. I know I haven't showed any of you guys my talents in today's episode, but it always stays the same. I'm always playing Reflect, playing Fragility if I'm against stuff that needs to die quite fast, and things that I think could be a bit squishy. I immediately decide to lock him on his heal. I decide to try and get combat right. If I get combat, it's going to be better for me in the long run. Dampening's going to kick in anyway, so decide to get that pressure out onto the healer. He fades this. I'm actually playing Crucible of Flame instead of Guardian of Azeroth because I know for a fact that they can line on this map, and I knew that they would go by the pillar. Decide to dot up his pet, getting some damage out, trying to obviously keep my stack of Conflict and Strife up, and obviously just trying to get the most amount of damage out. Go for control here, go on the enemy healer. The mage keeps running, so I decided to put pressure on the healer here, kick his schism, and now he's running. He's in bad position. Polymorph comes out onto our healer. It's a DR though. I'm sitting this. No point trying to fear him off and, you know, try and stop the cast because it didn't do much damage anyway. They're both rotten behind this pillar right now, so I popped the reflect just to try and reflect some damage. Schism comes back out, trying to line this right now. Big damage on me, so I immediately wall. I don't know what hit me there, but it was something really, really insane. I shouldn't have run in here because I just LOS my healer, so I noticed that. So I run towards the edge of the barrier here. I actually fake kick as well. Now, I'm just trying to put damage out. I noticed that the healer's just standing there and he's cleansing himself. So if I go healer, it's just a better matchup and just better for us in general. So I decided to go for the stun, reapply my dots onto the mage, put a stack of crucible. I noticed that he's low, so I try and do really, really big damage. Schism comes out, immediately kick this. He can't even heal his teammate. So I noticed that, decided to put pressure onto the mage, and this does in fact force out Ice Block. Now, if our healer was in line of sight, he immediately could have obviously got rid of the Ice Block due to his Master Spell, but we still get the kill anyway because I immediately swap onto that Priest, and we managed to force the enemy cooldowns and get the kill. But that was our last game. As I'm aware, this was our 2.1k game. I could be wrong, but I think it was. Oh no, never mind, it wasn't. One more game after this was our 2.1k game. But I really hope you did enjoy it nonetheless, guys. This is the last episode of the series of 2.1k. I'll probably be doing the same in 8.3 again, trying to push to 2.2k or higher. But yeah, man, did 1.5 million damage. My healer did 1.1 million damage, right? And the enemy mage did less than their healer. Really does suck for them. But yeah, guys, I really hope you did enjoy today's episode. If you did, please leave a like, comment down below, and also subscribe to the channel. Really does help me out a lot. And yeah, I'm Xrathis. Catch you in the next one. So, peace!